Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer and this is a Ready to Wear Affair where I discuss all things fashion, mostly luxury and designer fashion because that's where my true passion lies. But of course, as a true fashion lover, I am of course into fast fashion, affordable fashion, contemporary fashion, high street fashion, you name it. So if that sounds like your vibe, please subscribe. I also of course discuss lifestyle, travel. I'm a huge beauty girly, so I discuss beauty on this channel as well. So stick around because this video is going to be a really good one. So this video is going to be focusing on one particular category, and that is jewelry. I am a jewelry girly, and this video will be focused specifically on Tiffany jewelry, fine jewelry. So I love fine jewelry. I'm trying to grow and expand my fine jewelry collection. And I figured walk through some of the picks and pieces that have my eye or that have caught my eye over the past year or so. And I think I'm going to center this mostly on big impact jewelry. Usually when it comes to, I think, fine jewelry, big impact jewelry is just not something I just don't. It's not for me. It's not for my budget. It's for me, but it's just not for this current budget. So yeah, that's always been kind of like the tricky part. I love jewelry. Fashion jewelry, costume jewelry is always great, obviously, but it does break my heart when you love something so much, you've had it for many years, you take good care of it, but it's not fine jewelry, so it starts to tarnish, the gold plating starts to fade, you can kind of no longer wear it, and it's very difficult to probably get it restored. I wish there was a place, and I want this to be a business model. If someone can come up with it, maybe I should, right? Where you restore costume jewelry that's been faded, tarnished over the years. Go to a place and they can replate it for you. They can kind of recover or patch up those tarnishing or faded areas where the gold, the silver, rose gold, whatever metallic finish that they have is restored and it looks good as new, right? Wouldn't that be an amazing service? Who could help me with that? I feel like no one is doing that. And again, specifically for costume jewelry, affordable jewelry where it's plated or just a bronze finish or whatever, right? Yeah, don't steal that idea. I'm gonna try to find someone who can help me with that. I wonder why. Maybe I can look into why this isn't something no one has thought of yet, because it would be genius, right? I would just literally restore all my jewelry. Anyway, I digress. But this video is going to be focused on fine jewelry that does not fade, that, even if it gets a little worn down over some period of time, you can, obviously go to a fine jewelry jeweler or shop or just the place where they can restore jewelry, and they can do it. Obviously, they can polish it, they can, buff out any scratches and dents, etc. So let's focus on fine jewelry in this video, and it's going to be specifically focused on the Elsa Peretti collection at Tiffany. I would say I was not as aware of this extensive inventory or how massive of a collection Elsa Peretti is at Tiffany. Hundreds of jewelry pieces are under this Elsa Peretti collection. No clue. And even within the entire Elsa Peretti for Tiffany collection, there's all these subsections. There's the bean collection, there's the snake collection, there's obviously the bone collection. So I went down a rabbit hole the other day, and I want to give credit first to Tamara Kalinick, who I've been watching her videos lately, and she's someone who I love her style. I think I love her style, especially when it comes to fashion week, fashion shows, all the kinds of fashion weeks, couture, ready to wear, etc. I think she just kills it. I love how she styles her looks during those fashion periods of time. I'm just enthralled by her entire fashion week experience, and I'm just glued to her videos. Anyway, so Tamara, lately though, I've been looking at her jewelry pieces, and I will say that on and off, outside of even fashion week, she's been wearing some really beautiful fine jewelry collar or choker necklaces. And when I would look it up in her description box or just Google and describe what I think her necklace is, because I think one or two times I wasn't able to find it. I don't think she tagged it or mentioned it in the video. I tracked it down. And a good chunk of them were Tiffany. A good chunk of them were Tiffany Elsa Peretti. So let's get into some of my favorites. I'll try and pop a picture of where I found her wearing it. That like made me like go down this rabbit hole of like try and track down this necklace. Let's start off with this first one that I saw her wearing maybe a few weeks or maybe a month or so ago or two. And it's this gorgeous scorpion necklace. So it's the Elsa Peretti scorpion necklace. And she, I believe she had the sterling silver one. Chef's kiss. It is such an impactful statement necklace. And I love that it's not like a stiff piece. It's very, you know, delicate and intricate. And obviously that the scorpion design is like has like multiple parts and pieces to it. So it's like, it looks flexible and it kind of moves with your neck, which I love. And it just like drapes and dangles down to like, maybe like, you know, somewhere around here, you know, right where your heart, I guess, is, or sternum is at the bone, like right down your sternum. And it looks delectable on her. When she wore it, I saw her wearing it once and I was like, oh my God, Tamara, details for that necklace. Like, please tell me. I know I probably can't afford it, but please tell me where you got that necklace. So I found it on Tiffany's, and it's, again, the Elsa Peretti scorpion necklace. It was, let me tell you now how much it was. 8,500 in the sterling silver color. This comes in like a gold version, which is like, I don't know, like $27,000 or something like that. And then there's another version that's even more pricey that's like gold with like pave diamonds. Guess how much that would be? Insane. Stunning. I hope to get this in my choker collection. If you girlies didn't know, I'm obsessed with choker necklaces. Like choker necklaces specifically are my thing. Like specifically choker necklaces. Dainty necklaces, they're okay. But choker necklaces, like one impactful, maximalist statement choker necklace to wear across your neck, where you have like maybe more of a strapless top, something that has your entire kind of like upper chest bare, right? And so you can really show off that necklace in the center and make it be like the focal point when people like look at you. Oh my God, that necklace is absolutely stunning. I would probably wear it with like black or just something very simple. I love how she styled it, of course. Whenever she wears these awesome necklaces, she just styles them so impeccably. But yeah, so that's number one on my list for like statement choker necklaces from the Elsa Peretti line that I want. Next one that I saw on Tamara more recently is this gorgeous like claw-like necklace. And it's, again, these are all Elsa Peretti pieces. It's called the Elsa Peretti claw necklace in like a black nephrite jade stone at the tip. So it's like it looks like that. It's like a claw that kind of wraps around your neck, a singular piece. And I think there's a piece of it that bends, so you can obviously open it up to adjust and fit your neck. It has a beautiful claw-like black nephrite jade like jewel shaped in a claw-like design, and it's absolutely stunning. It's sterling silver. I think it's 4,700 is the price. So you know, roughly close to half of the scorpion necklace, so that's a little more attainable. And this is the small size. So the small size is absolutely stunning. There's a larger size that I think it comes in as well, and there's a version of it that has like a green jade claw gemstone instead. And of course, those are extremely expensive. Love the claw. Definitely edgy, very sexy. It's more simple and streamlined than the scorpion necklace or scorpion choker, but it's still very impactful. I think this is great for a nice night out look, a sleek and edgy look, you know, something that's a little more on the minimal side. If you want to make a statement but not make it disrupt your minimal aesthetic or outfit, this necklace I think would be the perfect addition. And it still really focuses just on the center of your neck, and your collarbones it sits nicely just above your collarbones. So love, love, love this necklace. And I'll try and put a picture up of Tamara wearing it. If I can find these, I will. Just an FYI. But yeah, so that is the Elsa Peretti claw necklace in the small size. Next up is the famous Elsa Peretti bone cuff. And this comes in various sizes. There's like a small size, there's like a medium size, and there's a large size. I'm only interested in the large. I love it when people mix the sizes, but I love the large, like the large, and then like whatever smaller size, medium or small, like when people have the two on their wrist, I love that look. Or two larges, right? But I want the large. I want the large first. I might just only want the large, but the other sizes are cool too, but the shape of the large is different to me than like the medium and the small. The shape of the large really, I feel like it's giving Wonder Woman, but in the most sophisticated and elegant way. And it really encapsulates your wrists. I just love the way it looks on the wrist versus the other sizes. Fortunately, it's the more pricey size, but it's definitely more affordable than the other two pieces I referenced earlier from the Elsa Peretti collection, the other two necklaces. This comes in at $2,800. The price has gone up, unfortunately. I remember when I first saw this bone cuff, like maybe like 4 or 3 years ago. And I was like, and it was like not yet like blown up. I feel like it blew up maybe like 3 years ago. So just before it blew up, I think, I was looking at it, I stumbled upon it for whatever reason, and I fell in love with the large size, and I think it was like not yet 2,000, or it was like 2,100 or something like that. And I regret till this day not getting it then, because now it's, again, 2,800. So love the cuff. Of course, the sterling silver is the version I love. There's a gold version of this entire line. It comes in golds, like yellow gold, white gold, I believe, and then also rose gold. But sterling silver is the most approachable for me right now. So, and I think it looks amazing on people who wear it. But yeah, I think the goal would be one day to have like both, like the left hand and the right hand. They come, like you have to choose what size you want. If you want it to be on your left side or on your right side, because it adjusts to that. I think depending on where your wrist bone pops up, that's why there's a left and a right size, because like you have to fit it into the according appropriate wrist. Like if I get a left size cuff, which I think I will, it won't be able to be worn on my right wrist. So just FYI, pick the size that you feel most comfortable with. I would want to go with the left because I'm right-handed. So I don't want this to be kind of a clunky thing that's disrupting my movement constantly. And I feel like this is something you can wear. You can wear it every day. I like that you can wear this every day, I feel. And you can also wear it in the evening. Very impactful, very bold, also edgy, right? But yeah, keep that in mind. I think my suggestion is like if you're left-handed, go for a right-handed cuff, and vice versa. If you're right-handed, go for a left-handed cuff. That's just my opinion. I went in store sometime last year to try on before I decided what I wanted to get for myself as a jewelry gift. I think I'm going to try and do a goal where every year I get a fine jewelry piece. We'll see how that works. But instead I ended up getting the Cartier Juste un Clou ring to match my bracelet last year. And that was like my jewelry budget. So Elsa Peretti will have to be further down the line. But yeah, so that is the Elsa Peretti bone cuff in the large size in the sterling silver metal. Yeah. And then along the same lines of the bone cuff, there's this split cuff. I'm not as crazy for the split cuff as I am the bone cuff, the large bone cuff, but the split cuff is also pretty cool. I think it would be a nice second complementary piece to like the large bone cuff. But I actually think I like that split cuff a little more than the small and medium of the bone cuff. The bone cuff comes in, again, 3 sizes, like I said, and like, gold, yellow gold, white gold, and sterling silver and rose gold metals. But the split cuff, I think, only comes in either 1 or 2 sizes, and I prefer the large size. And I think that comes in not as many metals. I think it comes in like sterling silver, gold, and yellow gold. Sorry, sterling silver, white gold, and yellow gold, I think. But again, like I said, it's not as big as the large split cuff is not as big as the large bone cuff, but the large split cuff, I would say, is more similar in size to the medium bone cuff. But I think because of the bone split, the way the bone split appears on the large cuff, that's what I like about the large size of the cuff, the bone cuff. that split that makes it look so cool, so edgy. You don't really see it. There really isn't a bone split in the medium and small sizes of the bone cuff. However, the split cuff has a nice prominent, more prominent than actually on the bone, the large bone cuff. There's a more prominent split like design in the split cuff. And if I were to get a secondary cuff from the Elsa Peretti line, it would be the split cuff in the large size. So yeah, the price for that is $2,300. So it's $500 less than a large bone cuff. And I think maybe similarly priced to the medium bone cuff. The next piece from the Elsa Peretti collection that I'm completely like gushing over is the snake necklace. Ugh, the snake necklace has like a lariat design, but like the head of the snake, or like the mouth part where the head of the snake is, which is like one end of the necklace. So think of the necklace as one long piece, like a long piece, like a long snake, right? You got the head of the snake, the tail end of the snake. The necklace is the same way, and you wrap it around your neck, and where the head is, the mouth snaps and clamps onto the tail. And I love that design. It's gorgeous. It looks like it has rings, so it's flexible. I think that's what makes it flexible, like the rings that it has, like watches do somewhat. Like that kind of design. I don't know what to call that, but that's what the snake design is, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't remember if I saw it on Tamara. I may have seen it on her. If I have, I'll try and find a screenshot of her wearing it, or an image of her wearing it. But I love this necklace. I just love snake jewelry, which is also why I'm into bulgari. Just a little side note, like if I were to get a new fine piece of jewelry, I think the next one that I'm eyeing realistically is the bulgari snake ring. We'll talk about that one day. I may have talked about it in a wish list video at some point, maybe like earlier this year. Anyway, I love that necklace. There's a small size, and I think there's a medium size, and then like a large size. So there's like at least 3 sizes with the snake necklace line, and it comes in all kinds of metals. So it's like yellow gold, white gold, rose gold, and sterling silver. And like I said, 3 sizes, I believe. The large size is like really big, like really chunky. And I think the sterling silver only comes in like the small and maybe the medium. And like, of course, it gets really pricey as we use the other metals. Yeah. So that's everything, girlies, for this fun little fine jewelry video that's mainly spotlighting the Elsa Peretti collection and the pieces that I've been dying to just like try on, wear, and one day, hopefully soon, buy and own for my own. Again, a shout out to Tamara Kalinick for forever inspiring me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, girlies. If this was your total vibe jewelry, if you want more of these kind of videos, let me know. I'm trying to expand my jewelry collection little by little. Be patient, please. It's, you know, I'm trying to be wise these days. Like, the world's kind of crumbling around us, in my opinion, and I gotta start to save a lot better. So, yes. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, stay respectful, and I will see you, girlies, in the next video. Love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.